Sorry. We're live.
Yay!
We are live.
Feel alive. Feel alive.
How's everybody doing out there?
Is anybody on?
Yeah, it's got to be on. Yeah,
I can't really see yet.
We just
they have to use the chat to let us know that they're on, or they can answer or ask us questions. But there are 18 people live right now.
Okay, so then there are people on.
Nice. Welcome, everybody. Hey, so Joe, Ms. Rodriguez, would you guys like me to do an introduction, or would you guys like to take it away? So I don't know if you guys can recognize me. Those of you that have, all right, perfect. Those of you that follow us, welcome. Hesperia Junior High Roadrunners, welcome. I'm Mr. Bell. I think you recognize Mr. Jones and Ms. Calderon. What we are doing today is going to be doing a live StreamYard for you all with the awesome Hesperia High admin team and counselor. We wanted to just introduce you guys to your new team for next year. We're excited, sad, and excited that we're not going to get to see you guys for very long, but we are excited that you're going to go represent Hesperia Junior High as you transition into Scorpions and you make it happen and show what we're all about. So we're going to talk a little bit about Hesperia High. I'll turn it over to Ms. Rodriguez, their assistant principal, Mr. Ardito, VP of activities, and Ms. Rosenfeld. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Counselor extraordinaire, it looks like.
All right. It's so weird. Just feel like I'm talking to the screen. I don't know who's on. So let me share what I got and get that up there for you guys. And I'll go through that. My name is Mr. Ardito, as Mr. Bell introduced me. I am your vice principal of activities. And so I'm going to go through kind of what my office deals with and how you guys can get involved here at Hesperia High School. Is that showing up on the screen there?
It is.
Perfect. All right. So one thing to be successful in high school, we say this every year to every group of students we get, you've got to get involved. The students who are involved with some kind of sport, club, activity, something on campus, they're so much more likely to succeed and graduate and do well and move on to the next level of career or college or some kind of academic level of I'm having trouble thinking right now. Some kind of an academic level beyond high school. So we really, really, really stress that you guys get involved and find something that you love. And what's awesome about this place is we have something for everybody. We have tons of activities. We have tons of sports. We have tons of clubs. Here's a list of every club that we offer. You know, real quick, grab your phone, take a picture of it. Some of the ones that I can highlight really, really quick. You probably heard of AVID. We have ASB. We have our CSF, which is a academic club on campus, along with our NHS and our Sociedad Honoraria Hispanica. All those clubs are really focused on your academics. We have the Otaku Club that's really involved with playing video games during their off time. They do tournaments like Smash Brothers and things like that. We've got a Spanish club. We've got golf club. We've got drama club. We have something for everybody. And we have new clubs starting every year. So please find something to get involved with. Our sports in fall, we offer football, volleyball, girls tennis, boys and girls cross country. In winter, we offer wrestling, boys and girls soccer, boys and girls basketball. And in spring, we offer baseball, softball, golf, boys tennis, and boys and girls track and field. All these are great opportunities for you to get involved and find people who have similar interests as you do, whether it's a club or a sport. There's going to be somebody that you can talk to about something that you're passionate about. So we really, really encourage you, again, get involved and find something you love. Went too fast there. Activities, we've got a ton of activities. We do pep rallies. We have games, football, basketball, all those games that I mentioned, all those sports that I mentioned, we have games. And we are so excited about our sports teams, and we love to have fans there. We have ASB cards that we sell every year that will get you free into every game, home game that we have. And with those, we have Scorpion Squad shirts that you'll get with your ASB card, so you can wear those to the games and cheer on our Scorpions. We have dances. When you're a senior, you have prom, you have graduation, we have grad night, we have senior memory night. We celebrate every month Student of the Month, where your teachers are able to nominate you to be a Student of the Month. And we have a luncheon for you. And we like to just celebrate the successes that you've done in the classroom and outside. Another celebration we have is the Scorpion Success Celebration. We give away tons of prizes for students who not only do well academically, but who show really high accomplishments with our 5 C's. And our 5 C's are very important to us here. We have collaboration, creativity, communication, critical thinking, and our most important one to me anyway is our character. So I'm sure you have those over there at Hesperia Junior High, but we really stress that character. We are a family and we build people up here, and that is one that is just really important to us. So we like to celebrate that with our success celebration, and we like to give away prizes for those who show excellence with our 5 C's. If you haven't yet, here's the ways you can follow us and stay connected. We have our website, scorpioncountry.com. Our Instagram is HHS Scorpions. Our Facebook is also HHS Scorpions. And then our Twitter is HHS_Scorpions_. These are great ways for you to stay connected and understand and learn what's going on our campus. I recommend you follow us now so you can pick up the stuff that's going to come to you for next year over summer here, and even into May, we'll have some things going out for you. So get involved, get connected, and we cannot wait to have you on campus in person and see your faces. So let me stop streaming there. There we go. I don't see any questions in chat.
Yeah, we are good so far.
I'll go ahead and turn it over to our head counselor, Mrs. Rosenfeld. She's going to walk you through some of the classes and things that we offer in our academics when she unmutes herself.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. So we are excited to welcome you to our Scorpion family. I'm the head counselor here, Victoria Rosenfeld. Today or tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about what your student is currently going through as far as the process for registration for their 9th grade classes. So our counselors on our campus were in your student's 8th grade PE class on Monday and Tuesday of this week. We presented to them graduation requirements, as well as requirements to attend a university after high school. We also went over all of the elective choices that they have the opportunity of taking here during 9th grade year. And we provided them some other resources and a little bit of homework to do. So our plan is next Monday and Tuesday, so April 5th and 6th, we will be back in your students' PE classes to help them input the courses that they have selected. So we've instructed them to go home, have a good conversation with you and their family about just things that they're interested in when it comes to classes, careers, and what we have offering or what we are offering at HHS, and making good decisions about their schedule. So I'm going to share with you our website, some resources that we provide here, but also so you know exactly where to access the information. So give me 1 second while I share my screen. All right, can you all see that okay?
Yes.
All right, so right now what you are all looking at is our Scorpion Country website. On this website, you will find a ton of good resources, our bell schedule. There are constant live feed events, announcements that are going on. But one of the important ones here is if you click menu and you go to our counseling website here, and you click the first link, it will take you to our Hesperia High School Counseling Virtual Resource Center. So this website has been created just as a tool, not only for our students, but for our families, our staff. We have a lot of really cool things on here. If you aren't sure who your students counselor is or how to reach us, everything you can pretty much find on this one-stop hub. And so looking at some of the things that we have up here, we do have graduation requirements, wellness resources that are available for both parents and students, community resources, and then different opportunities that we do offer on our campus. One thing that our department is really working on, especially this year, is communicating with you, you and your families, and getting out as much information as possible so you are in the know, you have access to it, and you can participate and be an active part of your students' education. Looking here, we are sending out a monthly newsletter from our department that just has announcements about college, career opportunities, webinars for parents, things that are going on and coming out of our office, the counseling office, that may have been sent to your student in an email. We also want you to have access to that as well. We know sometimes things are lost, in the emails to our students. And so we just want to make sure that you also get that communication as well. And so as a parent, as long as your information is updated in Infinite Campus, that is where we will pull your personal email addresses and send the newsletter to. If you do not receive it, then you can always subscribe to it as well. And I will show you how to do that. But these are copies of the newsletters. We try to post them on our website as they come out as well. Some grade level resources for our students. So your students will be the class of 2025. And so we have created a Google Classroom for them, and we will get that out to all of your students. But they will have the opportunity to join a Google Classroom for the College and Career Resource Center. And they're part of our counseling department as well. And your students are continuously sent information on college, careers, events, field trips, just pretty much anything that we get on our campus. Your students have the access to it through a Google Classroom. You as a parent and family members, you can also join the Google Classroom and get those same updates as well. All right, so I want to take a couple minutes just to introduce our counseling staff so you can kind of put a name to a face with who your student will be working with the next 4 years. So this is me. I work with students' last names A through DEL. We have Miss Lanning. She works with our students' last names DEM through MA. Mr. Straley works with students' last names MC through SEQ and our ELD students. And then we have Miss Montano. She works with our students' last names SER through Z and our AVID students. All of our email addresses are there. If you have questions, anything that comes up, you can always call our office, but you can also reach out via email, and we're pretty quick to respond to that. And then down here, we have a couple other individuals really important in our office. So Miss Rubio is our college and career counselor. She does not have students assigned to her because she works with all of our students in working on their college and career goals after high school. And then Miss Zamora is another counselor on our campus. She works with our students who have been reclassified as English proficient. So she may also be an added support for some of your students as well. We have a center on campus, and this is a little bit different than the junior high level. It is a college and career resource center. And so our full-time staff member that is in there is our career center specialist, and that is Nicole Ball. She is that go-to person when it comes to college applications, financial aid workshops. We have a lot of college admissions counselors that come on campus to present. She is that person who is responsible for setting all of that up. So she is going to be an excellent resource to your student here on our campus. All right, so going through at the top here, we have our course registration website. And so this is what you may have received an email from HHS Counseling the past couple weeks in regards to registration for your student. Everything will be online this school year. We are living in a virtual world right now, right, where most stuff is getting done online. And so registration is a little bit different this year as well. So for us, we've created this website as a tool for you as well as our students. We have everything listed here for graduation requirements. We also have a video on how to register for classes. Your student will not have to worry about this part. We are going to be in their classes as long as they attend their PE class on Monday and Tuesday. Then we will be assisting them with inputting their courses.
Can I interject? And I apologize, but you just talked about what one of the questions is, and it's in Spanish. So if you don't mind, I can kind of explain in Spanish what this site is about. And if you can, I don't know if we could put the URL for families to get to this particular page in the chat, so that way I can let them know in Spanish that that's what we're doing.
Okay.
So,
Joe, can you get the link for it and put it in there for me?
So the question is, how do I get into the web page to register my son for ninth grade? So I'll explain basically what you said in Spanish in a couple of seconds, and then when I'm done, you can take over again. So I do apologize for that.
No, you're totally good. Definitely interrupt me. Any questions that come up, that's perfect.
Entonces la pregunta de la señora La Chula Flores preguntó cómo poder inscribir al alumno en el grado 9. La página que el señor Ardito va a poner ahorita en el chat, se van a dar cuenta que va a poner una dirección electrónica. Esa dirección electrónica los va a llevar a la página que estamos viendo ahorita. Básicamente lo que va a pasar es que las consejeras o los consejeros de Hesperia High van a venir a Hesperia Junior High en las clases de educación física, y mientras que los alumnos estén en esas clases, cuando deben estar en esas clases, ellos los van a aconsejar, les van a dar ayuda a cómo inscribirse y cómo escoger las clases que necesitan. Pero si no, por cualquier razón no están en esas clases, necesitan información, la página electrónica que puso el señor Ardito ahorita en el chat es la página que ustedes usan para navegar y encontrar lo que estamos viendo ahorita para inscribirse. Ojalá que les hayamos ayudado. I think we're good.
And then it was put in the chat there by HJH Social, the website. The
También,
and the school website.
También pusimos en el chat HJH Social, pusimos la dirección también, así que pueden usar esa dirección también. Por nada, señora. Ms. La Chula Flores says thank you, everybody.
Awesome, thank you. Ms. Calderon, I do have a request. There's some parents that are confused on how to type in a question into the chat. I don't know can you explain that to them, just in case we have other ones that can't figure out how to type in the chat?
Sure, no problem. So when you're logging in through Facebook, it should pull up your live feed, and towards the bottom of the live feed, you should be able just to type a question at the bottom. So as long as you're typing a question on there, I'll be able to see the questions on this side. And then if you're using YouTube, it may require you to sign in. So if you have a Gmail account that you can quickly sign into, you don't have to pay for it or anything like that. Don't do that. But then it also gives you the ability to type a question as well.
La pregunta era que cómo poder poner una pregunta en el chat. Si están usando Facebook, cuando usen la página Facebook, automáticamente van a tener la opción abajo de poder poner la pregunta ahí abajo. Si van a usar la página YouTube, quizás tengan que usar un electrónico, email address, Gmail, para poder usar YouTube. Si ese es el caso, no se preocupen, que es gratis. Si les piden que paguen, por favor no paguen, porque no es algo que tienen que hacer. Entonces, si necesitan ayuda, esas son casi las direcciones para cómo poner las preguntas en el chat.
All right, are we good?
There was also another question in the chat about a map to find what classes we go to. Mr. Ardito, do you want to talk really briefly about our plans, our normal plan for before school starts, how we do our orientation?
Absolutely. Yeah, I completely forgot about normal years because we've been in this one for so long. We will have a freshman orientation it's actually going to be probably the last week of July, because we start so early into August. So there'll be some mailing cards that go to your actual physical address that'll tell you what days we'll have you come to the school and what times, and it'll be broken up by alphabet. So we'll have A through M will be here one day, and then the second half of the alphabet, N through Z, will be the next. It'll be about a 3-hour endeavor. And at the last hour of that, we will have a parent meeting where you'll be able to be in the gym as your parent while your student is being led around the school. And you'll be able to ask any questions that you'll have for our admin team to answer for you on that day. And that'll happen at the end of July. So be on the lookout in, mid-July, early July for that postcard to come to your house to let you know what day that will be.
All right. Any other questions before we go on? All right. So looking here at the screen, we have created an elective video catalog, and that is what your students need to look at and choose their elective courses. We've also created a page for the class of 2025. So if your student clicks on it and goes to it, if you are interested as a parent to know exactly what we went over in the classes with them on Monday and Tuesday, we have posted the video of the PowerPoint that we did share with them in their classes. We also showed them a video of a virtual tour of Hesperia High School. So if you all would like to watch that as well, you are more than welcome to, of what our campus looks like and just some areas on campus that your students will be a part of. On the right here is our class registration form. And so on the form, it shows different scenarios as far as which classes your student may be in. When your student goes and registers for their courses, their core classes have already been input into their schedule. Now that has been based off of teacher recommendations, their current grades in classes, as well as maybe test scores. And so if you want a schedule change on any of those core classes, it's not set in stone. That is definitely a conversation that you can have with your student's counselor. So you can reach out to our office and we can go over the actual classes that they are in. But the second page of this are their electives that are available to the students. And so looking at this sheet here, your students can click on anything that's underlined and they will either get a video or more information on that specific course, or the little red book will also take them to more information about that course. So these are the electives offered to our 9th grade students. And so as they, move on to 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, there will be more opportunities for different courses, higher level courses, after the introductory ones that are here on this sheet. So just kind of be mindful of that. So what we are asking is that by next Monday and Tuesday, your students have at least 4 electives picked out. So that doesn't mean they're going to take all 4, but we need to have choices and options for them when we start building the rest of their schedule. And then we also want them to choose one foreign language. So we offer either Spanish or French. If your student is fluent in Spanish and they can hold a conversation and understand Spanish, speak it back and forth, then they would be selecting the Heritage Spanish option. So that's just the difference between Spanish 1 and our Heritage Spanish course. Down here, some other opportunities, AVID. So AVID is a program on our campus. HJH also offers it. So if your student is interested in being a part of that program, whether they are in it at Hesperia Junior already or are interested in entering it when they come to Hesperia High, they do need to fill out the application. So if they click on that, it's going to take them to a Google form. Just have to put in their information, and then our AVID team will review applications. We have another program that we are partnered with. It is Cal SOAP through San Bernardino County. So this is a college advising program. They are... what they're going to do with students who enter the program and become a part of it, they're looking for 60 students in each of our grade levels. So what they're looking for to do is assist with just college knowledge, college applications, workshops, and there's going to be programming for parents as well as students. So if that is something that you are interested in, your student becoming a part of, you can also fill out that application now and enter to be a part of it once your student comes to Hesperia High School. Athletics. So athletics oftentimes is a big question for our students. If they are interested in playing sports in college, grades is one of the most important things. So not only to play sports here on our campus, you have to have a minimum of a 2.0 GPA, but to be eligible to play at a Division I level, you have to have a minimum GPA of a 2.3. in specific courses. So if this is a goal for your student, you already know going into high school, they are really interested in playing sports in college. It's really important that you let your counselor know. That way we are making sure that we are scheduling them appropriately, that they are taking all the courses they need to at a certain time, receiving the appropriate grades in them. And so just make sure that you are having those conversations with your counselor and letting us know. If you let us know senior year, then it may be too late as far as how you've been scheduled and courses that you've taken. So it is really important that you do reach out to us and let us know. So I'm going to show you just last thing here on this website is the elective video catalog. So when you select this here, it takes you to a page where we have videos on almost all the elective courses that we offer. So if you're not really sure what course is what and what it's about, you can watch the videos and get a better understanding to help you make a better choice in your selections when we input your classes on Monday and Tuesday. All right, the last piece that I am going to cover is our Early College Academy program. So here at Hesperia High School, we have a really cool opportunity for our students. It is called Early College Academy. It is the opportunity for your student to start taking college classes while they are in high school. It is completely free of charge, so your student, you're not responsible for any fees associated with anything. Your student doesn't have to buy textbooks. The really cool part is that your student gets to take these college classes while they are on campus here at Hesperia High School and during the regular school day. So they don't have to stay after school. You don't have to transport them to Victor Valley College. They would take those courses during 5th and 6th period here at Hesperia High School. One big change for us on our campus, and this is starting next school year, is that this program used to only be for 11th and 12th grade students, but it will be starting in the 10th grade now. And so when a student applies and is accepted to the program, it is a 3-year commitment. And so your student can end up leaving high school here and earning almost 45 credits of college work. Those credits work towards their degree at Victor Valley College, but they can also potentially transfer out to a Cal State University or a University of California as well. So regardless of what their goals are, if they want to go straight to a 4-year or a 2-year community college, they can take courses to already get done with some general education requirements. Any questions on this program here? The reason we mention it now is that your student is going to have to apply to the program at the end of their 9th grade year. So, it is important to talk to, you as a family. If this is something that you want to do, it could potentially save you quite a bit of money going to college. But it is a commitment that's made, and there's only 30 spots per grade level as we move through the years. And so, it is a very competitive process. And so we look at grades, so how you do freshman year, your attendance, behavior. So we just want to let you know now. So, when you go taking classes and, your performance in your classes is going to be important if this is really a program that you're interested in.
I actually have a question as a parent about the program, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
And just as a principal and as a parent, putting both hats on, I highly recommend the program. I vouch for the program myself. So good job, Hesperia High, having that program. My question is, and I don't know if parents have this, but so you mentioned that if my daughter's going to be in the program and she gets those credits are transferable to a UC and or a Cal State. Do you know if private schools accept those credits as well? Would those go towards like elective credits at a private school? I'm not sure.
So when it comes to private schools, it is going to depend on each school and dependent upon what they will accept. The same goes for out-of-state schools. Certain schools, when we talk about out-of-state, they will not accept any, community college credits, or they will, like you said, only accept them as elective credits towards the total degree requirement. So it really depends on where a student is going to school, the private school. And that might be something like, hey, we start doing our research really early. You can come in, talk to the Career Center, College and Career Resource Center, And if you have some colleges in mind, we can reach out to them and ask them. There's also a website, it's called assist.org. And they show you which courses will articulate to certain colleges and agreements that the colleges have. So that could be a resource as well.
Hey, but again, regardless of private or Cal State or UC, you're saving a ton of money, right? Like units equals money, money equals savings. So good job, guys. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And textbooks, I mean, not even just the unit amount. Textbooks, once you enter college, you know, can be $200 a book, $100 a book. You don't have to purchase any of those. The school provides them here. And the courses are also taught by the college professors. So your student is a Victor Valley College student. Victor Valley College professors are teaching the courses. It is not Hesperia High School teachers teaching it. So that is definitely an important distinction between the two. But along with that is the responsibility of a college student. You know, you are treated as a college student, and the responsibilities of just the level of coursework and, you know, your attendance, just really being responsible. And so that's why it is really important. What you're doing 9th grade year is going to reflect that when your application time comes. And so that's why we are definitely mentioning it right now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen. So that is all I had. I don't know if we have any additional questions.
I don't see any in the chat, but if right now any of the viewers, if you guys have questions, please feel free to type them in and we will stay on.
While we're giving that some time too, I was thinking about it after. If you are interested in playing sports, we are scheduled to head down your direction with my athletic director and athletic trainer and myself. Will be down there kind of highlighting when those programs will start. So make sure you find us during your lunchtime. You can sign up. If you're one of those C students, you can reach out to us over here at Hesperia. Just give us a call and we can get you in touch with the coach of the sport that you're thinking about playing so that they can let you know when those practices and programs will start.
One other thing to mention, so just a reminder, please make sure you're working with your student over the next couple days to have their courses picked out. We want to make sure that once they're done with class on Monday and Tuesday, that their schedule is finalized for 9th grade year. So just make sure they picked out those 4 elective choices as well as that foreign language option as well.
Are foreign languages required? That was a comment in the chat.
As far as graduation requirements go, it can be 1 year of a world language, a fine art, or a career technical education course. If your student is interested in going off to university, then 2 years is the minimum for foreign language. Right now, as far as graduation requirements go, for the class of 2024 and beyond, there's additional requirements that your students do have to meet as far as beyond the classes they take. One of those is for them to meet their A through G requirements. That means their courses that qualify them for university. And within those requirements is 2 years of a foreign language. So all of our students will be placed in a foreign language class at some point, whether it's their freshman year or we start them their sophomore year. So that's why we ask for the preference, whether it is Spanish or French, as far as what your student wants to take.
Then, Joe, do you have a date in mind that you'll be coming to the junior high? Will it be April, May?
We don't.
Okay.
We haven't worked it out because we didn't know what hybrid was going to look like yet. So I'm sure Mr. Hollett will be contacting and get in touch with you guys about that.
Perfect. And then, Christine, that you commented on the Facebook post, we will notify on our social media once we know the date. So we'll blast it out on there. So if you obviously are following our Facebook feed, you should see that post. Any other questions?
No, it's exciting. It's like, come on.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. I like it. All right. Do we have to print out the schedule after picking?
No, you do not. We will not be finalizing schedules. So all of your counselors, once everything's in over the next month or so, we will be finalizing schedules. We'll also start building our master schedule. And so that's why we ask for so many elective choices that you're interested in. just based upon student requests, really dictates which courses we offer and how many sections. So, what you see and what you input may not be the final schedule. You will get your final schedule probably the week before school starts. So once that's open to you on Infinite Campus, you can go in and just double check that everything looks good at that point.
You will for sure get your schedule if you come to the freshman orientation at the end of July. We'll have that for you, and you'll be able to pick up books or Chromebooks or whatever we need to get to you for your classes.
Our counseling department also, go ahead, Mr. Hill.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say real quick, our counseling department also has an Instagram account. So if you want to follow that as well, we post quite a bit of things, college career, class stuff. So, feel free to follow that as well.
And then there was one question I saw about the Early College Academy. That is for sophomores, juniors, and seniors, not freshmen. So freshmen cannot sign up for that until their sophomore year. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we will be taking applications at the end of 9th grade year. So when we start registering in like February of their 9th grade year, that's when the application is going to open up. So it is important that they get that application in 9th grade year to be considered for 10th grade year.
And a couple things that we consider during that application process is grades. So especially in that first semester of freshman year, we want to make sure that we're passing all of our classes. And then also attendance, because it is, once you get to college, it's very important to be attending on a regular basis. So just make sure that those two things you're working on, if that is a program that you would really like your student to participate in.
And then there was a question, do they register on Infinite Campus and the student has 2 elective classes they could choose and other as alternates? How many alternate electives, if you want to touch upon that?
A total of 4 they need to pick out as far as electives go. For registration, it is going to be through Infinite Campus. So there's a video on our website, but like I said, we will be in your students' classes, their PE classes on Monday and Tuesday, and we will be walking them through how to do it online and inputting those courses that they actually select. So they can just make a list this weekend of which ones they want to take. And then on Monday and Tuesday, we'll be in their class, make sure they attend that PE course online. And we will be in there showing them virtually how to input it into their Infinite Campus account. If you guys watch the video too, you guys can work on doing it over the weekend too. And then as we walk them through, they're just double checking their schedule on Monday and Tuesday.
And most freshmen only have 1 elective course. Because I know you guys have 2, they have 2 electives in their schedule, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, when you get to high school, we only have 6 periods, so you only have 1 elective class.
And then there was a question, do we have to go to high school or how is that going to work? I'm not sure in reference to what that was, but maybe it was registration. And of course, that's going to be all digital. So.
Yeah, that was. So
I didn't know where we were in the conversation, so I don't know where that.
I would say, as far as school goes next year, we wish we had answers for you, but unfortunately we do not. We hope to have kids on campus more frequently next year. It all depends on the numbers. So it's a numbers game.
We have Miss Montano in the chat. She is also one of our counselors and a parent at Hesperia Junior High. And like she said, they can select 2 electives and 2 alternatives.
Wonderful. I like this tag team approach on here, on the chat. It's good stuff.
So what we didn't mention at the beginning is welcome to the Scorpion family. You are going to hear the word family over and over again for the next 4 years because that's what we truly believe we are here. It takes a village. So I'm going to ask you now, please don't stop being involved. I know that they're getting older, they're going to high school, but next year is going to be a very crucial year for your students, and we need your help. We need to make this a tag team effort, all the support that they can get. So if you want to join, we have a PTC, we have a parent center here that would love volunteers. We welcome you, and we have plenty of interventions here to help your students as well. We have tutoring after school Mondays through Thursdays, which also has an after-school bus. So we do have those options, and we are here to help. If there's anything we can do, you are now part of the Scorpion family. So please pick up the phone, give us a call anytime. We're here to help.
Beautiful. All right. Well, we'll stay on for a few more minutes if you have any questions. And if you're catching the tail end of this, don't worry. We will be posting this on our YouTube channel. We will have it on our website at various different locations, and then we'll also share it on social media too. So don't feel like you've missed the boat. We've got you.
I feel like we're doing a podcast.
It's
Right?
kind of. We kind of got to play with the podcast today in Belle's office. That's to come on our feed, but it's good times.
Very nice.
All right.
Let me unmute myself after a year of doing Zoom meetings, and I still don't know that I got to unmute myself when I'm talking. So I do apologize. We did post our video on our YouTube feed. So families, if you're watching, go ahead and check out our YouTube channel. It's our first episode of the Unpodcast. The name and setup will change. Obviously, it was our first episode today, but we have some good information regarding hybrid and whatnot. It'll look like a podcast, but no, it's not a podcast. So good stuff. And recognize some of these faces because you might see them on our podcast. That's not a podcast coming up soon. We'll be inviting some of our, and I like that, Ms. Rodriguez. I like that. We'll be inviting some of our family members from Hesperia High and asking you guys to partake in conversation for our family.
Heaven, I'm not sure about spring training for volleyball. Our athletic director is not on with us today. My suggestion to you is to call us tomorrow. Either Mr. Hallett or his secretary, Miss Angela Wright, will be able to answer that question for you. My guess, I'm not even going to guess because I don't want to give you false information.
What I was going to say is right now volleyball is having a somewhat of a season with sports. We're doing all of our high school sports in the last 2 months. So right now they're not focused on next season because they are still in season right now. So you'll probably be hearing more in May about when tryouts and training will start for next school year.
Close and locker assignments.
Close and locker assignments. So when we do have that freshman orientation, you will be able to purchase PE clothes that day if you'd like. Parents will have our student store open. You'll be able to do that. Locker assignments will come with your PE class. So when you show up to your PE class with your PE teacher, they will get you your locker assignments at that time. It's fun. I just want more questions. I feel so knowledgeable.
I know. I think we did a back to school night a couple months ago. We were just sitting there, just chatting and talking, and then we did like real life stories of where we're at during the pandemic. It was fun.
Sign me up for the podcast. Okay. You do not have to buy locks. We assign them to you. So locks will be assigned to you. If you lose that lock for some reason, then yes, they will cost you $5 to replace it.
And while we're talking about locks, please tell your kids to lock their lockers. I don't know how many freshmen just kind of leave it so that it's quick to go back to, but lock your lockers. It's very important.
And not share your codes with friends. That's another good thing.
Other people's.
Yeah.
Summer school question from Myris. And Heaven, what would that question be?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Jose's question too.
Yeah.
They're just telling us so that we don't jump off early.
Yeah.
So Heaven, the question is, can 9th grade only do PE? They can also do a foreign language, so like Spanish 1 type course as well. They would get that referral form from their counselor at Hesperia Junior High. So Miss Azuelos, they can receive their Myris form from her, and then you would then submit that form to Myris once it's filled out.
For hybrid learning, for dressing out at the junior high, no, you will not. We encourage students just to dress comfortably. They will be participating in light, moderate activities. So just have them come dressed comfortably.
And then Jose, I've mentioned it a couple times, but we're going to do a freshman orientation. It'll be during July, towards the end of July, kind of that week before we actually start school. So you will get a postcard in the mail that'll be mailed directly to you. That'll have information about what the time and day and which of the 2 days you'll be invited to come tour the school, meet some of our Link and ASB leaders, meet our admin team and some of our counselors. And so look out for that because it is really informative and you get a lot from it.
Ms. Montano also mentioned they can do fine arts as well at Myris. So if they have that or offering it, then that would also be accepted at the high school level.
Lockers for your books. We do not have lockers for books. You have a locker for during your PE time, so you can store your books in there while you're at PE. And then for athletes, they also have a locker during their season to be able to go in the morning and store their equipment for the day. But there is no regular lockers for the duration of the day.
Jose, it looks like you're going to start at the junior high, according to your comment right now. So just so you know, we posted some advertisements on Monday, today, and tomorrow in the afternoon from 4 to 5:30, Jose, from 4 to 5:30, we are going to be doing an orientation for our incoming students. So if you would like, you can have your parents bring you tomorrow, and we'll have some tour guides out helping people out. You can kind of tour the campus, check out locations and videos of different things that go on in our various locations. So those of you that are out there watching tomorrow, 4 to 5:30, Hesperia Junior High, it'll be kind of a self-guided tour, but a tour nonetheless, where likewise you can meet some of us in person and just kind of tour campus.
And you can join us online because we will be having a very similar event for our registration process for our incoming sixth graders. So you can join us back tomorrow night.
I'll be there.
Yes, Ms. Rodriguez will be here. But as a parent watching from home, I'm sure.
Yes, I will be a parent tomorrow. I'm in a different hat.
Nice. And then when does summer school start for the junior high? It is actually June 2nd. That will be for the district, and it's going to be at Oak Hills High School. That information will come out in May.
I really like Mr. Bell's shirt.
I know.
There we go.
I don't even have one of those yet, Mel.
No, I was telling Miss Calderon earlier that you three are the first to get one of those.
Much love, man. You guys got yours coming tomorrow. They're on my desk waiting for delivery, so we'll drop them off.
I'll definitely be wearing my Hesperia High shirt. And I like to tell all the families out there, I know you guys are becoming Scorpions. However, you're still Roadrunners for the next 8 weeks. So keep those grades up, get prepared, get involved. If you have any questions, email us, and we can point you in the right direction for this awesome Hesperia Scorpions team. So, but we represent both.
There you go.
Absolutely. So I think our questions have stopped. If you guys are good, we can go ahead and end it. Like they all said, feel free to contact them. Feel free to contact us. It's an open line of communication. If you do have any questions, if we don't know the answers, we will direct you where you need to go.
Absolutely. If something comes up between now and tomorrow, you're like, oh, I should have asked that. Please feel free to call.
Or just join us again tomorrow.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and end our broadcast.